What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. And yay!
Winner in the house! Winner in the house!
Hey!
She won Surviving Barstool.
Hey.
3, 2, 1.
I'm scared. Oh my God!
That sounded like a bomb.
Holy shit!
I won't go. Wow, that was so much.
That was that was so much more than I expected.
It won't even go.
That's okay, honestly. I think we only need one.
Guys, I'm so
Wow.
sorry for everybody's ears.
You might have to mute
was
that.
loud.
You might have
It's
to
on my head.
I thought it would be. Remember I
Yeah.
said, is it going to make a loud noise?
Oh my God, there was so much more confetti in there than I
Wow.
thought too.
Is it like
Yeah,
in our
that's a
hair?
lot of-
There was like the little like round one.
Yeah, that's a lot of confetti.
Yay, though.
Wow.
Yay.
Oh yeah. Yay.
Woo. Finally, we can fucking talk about this.
Right. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
I mean, I'm honestly super excited.
Champagne
So
shower.
super
Yeah.
pumped up
Hey.
that I won. Like, I couldn't be
This
more
is
proud
gonna
of
be us in the
myself.
club.
Woo!
Champagne shower.
No, I couldn't. I'm gonna do it, but I want to take the right moment because I don't want to fuck up this confetti
Oh, I
and
was
have it
gonna
be
say,
embarrassing.
yeah.
Well,
But-
just give the listeners a warning.
I will, I will.
because that was a much louder
For
pop.
sure.
People are
That
going to
was
think
loud.
something way different is happening around them.
I know. I'm super excited. I feel so accomplished. I went in there wanting to win and I fucking did it. And I wouldn't change a single thing that I did in that show. I wouldn't change a damn thing because if I change anything, there's a good chance that I do not come out of this as a winner.
Amen.
But I did come out of it as a winner, and I'm super proud of myself. And thank you to everybody at Barstool once again. Like, amazing production. It was super cool. The cast was incredible. Like, the fact that like we got to be on a show with like all of these people, like it was insane. Like, I know I voted Arian Foster out, but I was like, Arian Foster's on the, like, you know what I mean?
No
It's
way.
My dad
Yeah.
flipped out
No,
about
like,
that. He was
it's
like, Arian
just-
Foster's on this show? I was like, yeah.
insane to wrap my head around that this is actually something I did in my life, and I will look back on this years and years from now and be like, holy fuck, that was so fucking cool that you did that. And like,
Yep.
gee, well, you know, when I have a family one day and open up my Survivor box, I got my outfit. These are the shoes I won in. I wore them today.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
know, I open up my box. I got
You
my
open up the box. There's one set from Tommy John.
yeah, I have the one because I
The one
never
you wore
changed
the
my
whole
clothes.
time. Yeah, the one you wore the whole
honey,
time.
I wore the same set.
I wore the same set every day. No, and I
Every
have
day.
I have my winning set at my desk. I'm gonna have my you know, those bandanas that we wore around our necks. Like, I'm gonna have the whole box and be like, your mom did this. Like, I did this. Like, it's gonna be like, it's just an amazing moment to look back on. And I'm gonna take the moment to feel super proud of myself and just fucking soak in the moment and celebrate, because I beat 23 other people filled with athletes and internet personalities and fucking multi-millionaires. Our boss, Dave Portnoy, I beat him. Let's not forget that. I beat Dave.
Yep.
Great alliance, though. Great alliance. I'm very, very thankful to Dave because, honestly, he did help me out along the way with our alliance.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
you know, we had each other's backs and we fucking made it through. Shout out Mubi, too. Strong alliance there. Mubi, sit on it. I remember actually one morning.
I love Moby.
One morning. After I got mad at Mubi for telling Taylor Lewan our plan.
Yeah.
And I told Dave like came into our room in the morning and like me and Mubi were like still in bed and he goes, Mubi, you figure out how to play the game yet, or are you just gonna go chicken Caesar salad? And she's like, she goes, Dave, I'm still sleeping. I was like, this is actually incredible.
It's a
like,
sitcom.
no,
It's a sitcom.
it was so fucking funny. All of it. Like,
was.
the fact that everyone's walking around like at the shower.
Oh, yeah,
like
no.
everyone's like,
It was very intimate.
No,
Like,
like
everything
everyone's
about the whole
bed.
thing,
Like,
it was
I'm just like, it's just thinking of the funny moments of all of us living in this fucking office together.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get over that we did that.
Those made the
and
tough
we're
times
gonna-
worth it.
No,
Like,
we
those
did.
funny
And
moments
we're
made
gonna-
it worth it.
We're gonna look back on this and be like, that I can't believe we lived this life at Barstool and had these incredible moments, and not just the incredible moments that we've all had with work and you know, here at Barstool, but this seriously was one of the coolest things I've ever done. And I just couldn't be more thankful, and I'm so excited.
Yay,
and I thank you guys so much for supporting me, and thank you to all the
Yep.
girls for supporting me. I love you guys, and I hope I don't embarrassingly pop this right now. Yay!
Yay!
Congrats, Fran!
I was gonna say.
Woo! I did it! I did it. I did it.
Yeah. Where are you going? You're going to Disney World.
I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah.
Yay.
No, you should be. I know that, it is so hard, and I know I keep harping on about how like I did them before and it was difficult and whatever. Like it is no fucking joke, and it was your first time. You're coming out. You in it to win it. You played it. You did your best. I'm so proud. I'm really really proud
Thank
of you,
you so
and I
much.
think that it's
Agreed.
just it's so exciting, and you have to enjoy it. You have to soak it up because it is such an accomplishment, and don't let anybody diminish that.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Yay! Wow. There is so much to say, and also
There's
don't
so much
even
to
know
say.
where to begin. Like,
There's so much to say.
like honestly, not being able to talk about this for months. I mean, like the chunk of my brain that this show took up from the moment I stepped foot into that office until now has been quite a large amount, and I am so happy to just sit here with you guys in this studio and just like chicks in the office. We got our chicks listeners, and like this, I'm back where I belong.
You're home.
And like
You're home.
I feel at home.
Yeah.
I feel safe.
Yeah,
I feel safe
yay.
here.
Where's my guy?
But yeah, I won. I won Surviving Barstool.
Sure did, honey.
I won Surviving
Handily,
Barstool.
I might add.
And I mean, I guess I'll say some thank yous to start off. I feel awkward right now. I want to say thank you to Kelly first, because
thank you.
Kelly
Thank you.
had my
Thank you.
back so fucking hard. Like
True.
no
Totally.
other. Like, I mean, I can't even put into words how hard Kelly had my back. Like, truly, when she got back to that house, had my back. She had my back during the finale. She's had my back as long as I've known her, and so I couldn't
stop.
be.
I'm gonna
No,
cry.
it's true. I think people. I don't know
course.
why they didn't realize we were so close. I mean, I think
because no one cares about anyone but themselves, and they don't think about anybody else, and they can't see it. It's just. That to me is crazy. Like we spend a lot of our free time together, like,
lot.
outside of work. So it's like
Yes.
crazy that no one knows.
Yeah,
but
and
I don't know.
Going into it, Kelly and I, and you wrote a blog about this. It was like, we would help each other until it became like you do what you got to do. And we had many of talks after the show immediately, and we've been good since. Even though people have tried to get us into fights, it's not going to
Always.
happen. We don't engage
Up until the last second, they're
Yeah,
trying to get
they
us
tried.
Portnoy's trying to get us to fight at
I'm
the 50-yard line. Or
and like
what is
we
it? 10,
yeah
5-yard
whatever line it is.
Sorry, you know.
But
okay.
we just don't engage because we're so much closer than that. Like a lot of the guys, they're close, but it's like like Kelly and I are actually super close friends.
Yeah,
so like
right.
we actually talk about this stuff with each other like behind the scenes and have had these talks. So we were like, fuck it, we're not going to engage. So I want to say thank you to Kelly because like you had
of
my back
course.
so fucking hard, and I appreciate it so much, and I will
you for the
have your
thank you.
back 100%. I'll fucking kill anybody who comes after you
Hell
because enough is enough. Like it's just enough already.
Thank you.
Thank you to
Agreed.
the chicks listeners who, honestly, when I said in the beginning, when I was like, hey guys, watch Surviving Barstool, like don't be afraid to root for your girl, like I knew
Yeah.
what was coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, hopefully like our listeners will be there watching, supporting, and you guys have sent me the nicest messages of all time. You love reality TV like we
Keep
love
'em
reality
coming,
TV, and
Always keep them
She
coming.
could get some more.
You can never have enough, and that I think is true. We talk about this all the time, but you can never have enough nice things. Nobody wants to say nice things.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone, people
Well,
say
yeah.
bad things, but when they do say nice things, you're like, oh my god, wow.
yeah.
Like, this
Well,
is
I
great.
had some girls message me and they were like, I don't usually message people, but I feel like, and I was like, no, you have no idea how much this message really does mean to
Yeah.
me right now.
Yeah.
So thank you to the chicks listeners who showed me nothing but support. Like I couldn't be more appreciative of you guys. And to talk about Surviving Barstool and like winning it all. Obviously, I played very, very hard. I played dirty, but I went into it like I thought that everybody was going to play like that, truly, and I thought that everyone understood the game.
Here's the
I don't
thing:
think
they
you played
wanted
dirty.
to. Everybody does
You played
want
the game.
No, totally.
You played the game for real.
Everybody does want to be that person,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, she played dirty, or she did this." It's like, no, she just made moves that you guys didn't think about making.
Yeah, and I guess that's the difference between playing
And that's-
dirty
that's-
versus playing
yeah,
just the
like,
game.
and
I really
they're-
just played the
You
game.
played smart,
Right.
and they couldn't handle it. The guys
No,
couldn't handle it.
it's just hindsight. Like they want to look back at it and be like, "Oh, we they didn't do it.
Yeah,
If they wouldn't be on the other side.
Could have been
right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change a single move that I made on that show. I wouldn't take back a single thing. Even, the last couple episodes, Dave was mad at me in the episode. People got mad at me online about the celebration with Rico. I was really proud of myself.
I thought it was hilarious.
I was honestly, I'm watching it back. I was like, oh my God, I turned into a monster. Who the hell is that? But I really was really proud of myself for making such a big move. Yep. Rico was going on in the beginning of the show saying it's a man's game. It's a man's game. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of talk about the girls can't win. And I was like, fuck you. I'm playing smarter than you right now. And my emotions just took over. And it was, and I don't know this
I think no, you're right. There were so many times in the show it's so hard to watch these shows back after experiencing them and being like, this wasn't shown, whatever.
Yes.
The entire time the girls got ragged on the entire time. It was oh, bro shit, bros, this, boys, the boys. So in the end when it was all girls, it was
I was pumped
up. The fucking girls are here.
I was really pumped up about it, and I was felt really proud of myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna brag a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did, and I bragged a lot, and obviously, watching it back, I got the ick from myself because I'm like, why are you patting your side? You're fucking I don't even know what that move was.
Hilarious.
You guys,
I don't even laughed out loud.
What movie am I thinking of where there's the kid who goes he's God, I don't even remember the line, but something really past his chest.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't even what
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's a very
I don't even know what I was doing. It was just in the moment. It was the heat of the moment.
You were like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was right. It was hilarious.
No,
it was a great move.
Here's the thing, I saw Rico as a threat. I told him that. Rico fucking threw his jousting stick at Dave while Dave was lying dead on the ground and put his muscles over him. So everyone's bragging about things.
Rico almost punched Dave in the face.
Yeah.
In the middle of the game.
The reference. Sorry, I don't have much. The reference I was thinking of was, and she's the man, when the little kid goes, back of the line.
That's because She's the Man's my favorite movie. I must have gotten it from that. Watching some of the things I did, I was like, who is that person? Yeah. I'm like, who is that doing those things?
But rubbing his shoulders.
Yeah. I think it was obvious that, in the finale, I had kind of, once it got to the middle of the game and I started realizing oh my God, I have a shot here, I really just thought about everything that I've gone through at Barstool, and I really took it upon myself. I was like, I have to win this game. This is my redemption on everything that's happened here. I have to beat Dave and Dan. I said it on camera. I said in the reunion, it didn't get put on the show, but I was like, my goal is to make it to the end with Dave and Dan and beat them both. That would be sweet victory for me. That would really and I just, my head was in it so hard. I mean, also I honestly, I really was acting like I was on The Real Survivor, on a tropical island. I was not sleeping at all. I was not eating at all. I came home, I lost 10 pounds that week. I had to go get an IV because I truly was acting like I was on a fucking island somewhere. I went so hard into this game. I mean, also it's $250,000. It's a life-changing amount of money for a lot of people. So it's I played so, I was so in it, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of all the moves I made, and I'm a lover of reality TV, and I put my all into this reality show and this game, and I truly took it as a game. Yeah. And I know people have taken it to acting like it's not a game, and that's the only thing that if I'm being completely honest, and you guys know this is how I feel, I really just care about our listeners, our Chicks listeners, knowing who I am as a person, and they listen to the show 3 times a week. I hope they know who I am as a person, and don't watch this show and go, oh my God, she's actually this evil person in real life. That's I don't act like this in my day-to-day life. I'm not
I also did not think you were acting evil in the show at all. I do think that there are some editing things that they chose to do for the sake of the story, because I do think towards the second half of the game you were dominating, and I do think it became very clear. I mean, I knew obviously what happens, but watching it and just from seeing some of the people's reactions and stuff, I was like, they are gonna have to try and manipulate the audience a little bit to try and throw people off the scent of Ria winning, because even when there was like 7 or 8 people left, I was like, I feel like she's a clear front runner right now. And so I think that they edited some things to kind of make it look like you were not like, I think they tried to make it look like, give you a little bit of like a villain situation, so that maybe like, oh, they're not, because they probably wanted it to. They're not going to vote for her.
Yeah, they want that. They wanted that narrative.
Let's throw these moments in so that it looks like, ooh, she's like whatever, and then the jury's not going to vote for her. So I think that they did kind of try and throw that stuff in there
and
too.
I understand that. Because I understand like reality TV, like you have to kind of throw people off the scent or else there's no fun in watching it. I totally get that. The things that they showed did happen. Like it's not like
of
those
course.
things didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
there
are
like
also
the nice
other
things to balance that stuff out
that
are
not in there. And
exactly,
like I got a couple messages being like, like a girl wrote to me like, I feel bad for you, but it also seems like you're being mean to Megan. I'm like, no, like that actually couldn't be further from the truth. Like Megan and I had so many one-on-one conversations for hours, like her consoling me consoling her, like so much of that. And that wasn't shown obviously because that's like not going to be shown because it's nice. And obviously that's not like going to fit into, a narrative. And towards the finale, it seems like, it's like, oh, Megan's alone and it's just me, Dave, and Moopy. Megan was
not alone.
She wasn't. Megan was also in the kitchen, like when they're showing like those shots of like me and Moopy, or like Dave, Moopy, and me. Like Megan was also there, and like I think they're editing a TV show.
Right, I think it goes with Megan's speech, like because of, like they edited that to make it match up with Megan's speech of I did this on myself, because once again they want there to be some sort of mystery and who's going to win.
Right, but I know that Megan does not feel that way about me. Trust me, like I know that for sure.
Not at all.
But it sucks when you get those messages and you think, oh, people like.
She also too, by the way, let's not forget, she's playing the game too. She's manipulating too. Like the way that she said certain things and they showed her saying certain things were like to tip the scales in her favor. Like she was playing just as hard as the rest of us. So like,
I mean, she's got her fucking ear underneath the door trying to listen.
That's what I'm saying. And Megan, she's a grown woman.
Megan plays a great game. Everybody's trying to get a leg up in some way.
And me and Megan are so cool. We talk all the time. Like
she's fine.
Like she's completely like it just sucks when you get those messages and you're like, oh, like now people think I'm like this mean girl, and like that's not who I am. But I know my friends and my family, you guys know that, and like hopefully our listeners know that. But at the end of the day, like I don't want to dwell on that, because I know like people know me for me, and they are followers, and people who have stuck around like know who I am, and they know that this is a game, and they know it's a reality show. So I don't like to dwell on that, because it's not, I wouldn't change anything of what I did. Like I wouldn't change it at all. Even all the crying, I'm a crier. We know it. I'm a happy crier. I'm a sad crier. I am a crier.
Indifferent.
Yeah, I am a crier. It happens. I am not ashamed of crying. Watching, like the like me holding my chest, looking like I can't breathe. I didn't love that. I didn't. It's.
I said they included every single moment of each of us crying the whole week. Like maybe they didn't have to include literally every tear.
Yeah, right.
But it was a high stress environment. Like this is also too. I think that like it was extremely high stress. We know all these people. We're thinking about long-term ramifications. We're thinking about how people are going to perceive us. We're thinking about a lot at once, on top of playing your best game possible. And it's just a lot to think about. And you're not eating, you're not sleeping, you're running around all the time. I swear to God, not 1 second of time from when your eyes open until your eyes are closed that there is not a camera in your face.
And there's also cameras while you're sleeping.
Sleeping,
you're being followed with even when we went into the bathroom, girls followed us in with cameras to make sure we weren't. So like there was a camera with us at all times besides a shower. So obviously I've never,
that was the only place you could go.
Yeah, you can only go in the shower without a camera. And so it's like, you never done something like that. I mean, I know Kelly's done 3 other shows, reality shows here at Barstool. I've never done one. So, having that, like being followed with a camera 24/7, like even when you're sleeping, the cameras are watching you sleep. And, I was so in it, I couldn't even stomach any food. I literally couldn't get a morsel of food down my throat because I just wanted to win so bad.
All protein bars generally taste the same, but not one protein bars. One made protein bars perfect with one Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Lovers and one Hershey's Cookies and Cream, like the one I have in my hand right now, the box. 18 grams of protein and only 3 grams of sugar. Only one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers protein bar is made with Reese's Peanut Butter, and only one Hershey's CNC Cookies and Cream protein bar is made with Hershey's Cookie Bits. One also has other delicious flavors like birthday cake, maple glazed donut, and blueberry cobbler. So try the new one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers protein bar and the one Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
It was awesome. Like in hindsight, like it's crazy. Like I have so many emotions about the show. Like I have so many things to say and so many emotions about the show because it was such an incredibly cool experience, and to do it with the cast that we had, like these big name personalities, also like beating all these like football players, hockey players, Dave, like, you know,
I think this was the best one to win. This is the one you wanted to win for sure.
And like, you know, I brought Dave to the end because I thought that he couldn't win. I thought people wouldn't vote for him. Mm-hmm. Once watching it back, I now see that he did have a chance. I feel even better that I beat him and not like in an easy way. And Dave played a great game too. We both used each other to our advantage and it worked out for us. We stuck together, you know, the whole time, and that worked in our favor. And it was such a cool experience, and the crew, the production, like did such an incredible job, like thinking how they put together this show, and they edited it so fast. Everything they've done is so incredible. Like the games they put together, the challenges, the setup of the whole thing, the fact that they were able to film 15 episodes in 7 days. Like there were some days that we filmed 3 episodes a day. So it's like wake up, and I talked about that in the reunion, like being so emotional about Will Compton's text, which me and Will have.
I was gonna say I bet there's probably a few things that people would love your perspective on, and one of them is I was gonna ask about Will's text, because I think the viewers thought Will was maybe doing it from a place of like trying to help you, and
he was,
but
so he says after the fact, right. I'll say that as well.
So here's why the Will text like kind of sent me over the edge. And now I feel like I could speak so much more freely about everything.
Yeah.
So don't weight off my shoulder. I could like truly explain things, because I've had to like tiptoe into explaining certain things. The Big Cat text really, honestly is what sent me into a spiral. And that happened Saturday morning. And I really did not like how he was saying to me, because, you know, I've had my past with Big Cat, and there's some shit that's happened behind the scenes that pissed me off, whatever. I think I made that pretty clear. And I was willing to work with him on this show because I knew that it would work in my advantage, and he knew it would work in his advantage, and it was the perfect secret alliance. And I was kind of like, you know, I'll put past shit behind me and like do this, and it might be nice. And then I get these texts, and I'm like, God damn it. Like, why couldn't it just be nice? Why did it have to turn into... If you, and I think people are kind of just like rolling past this, but like to film a fake scene and like do like, he wanted to quit so bad. And he was like, if Dave votes out Megan or Rico instead of me, I will not vote for you in the end. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you, first of all, I know me and Dave are working together so closely. When he goes in that room, I'm not following him into that room to see what he writes down. Like, how am I supposed to control what he's going to do in that moment?
Right.
I know he's going to vote Big Cat, but like,
not, because again, he's playing too.
Yeah,
so
I'm like, I know he's going to vote Big Cat. He's telling me to vote Big Cat, but like, how's that my control? And you're not going to vote for me in the end if you don't go home. It's like the opposite, where people.
It really also shows how much power that these guys knew you had.
Yeah, and like, it's like if it was the opposite, where like if you vote me out, I'm not voting for you in the end. Like. Yeah, that's how some people play Survivor like that. Like, you screw me over, I'm not voting for you to win in the end. Yeah. This was opposite. It was like, if you don't send me home, I'm like, what, dude? And like,
well, it wasn't just that. It was, if you don't send me home, and then also make it look like you backstab me, so I don't look bad.
He was like,
first it was
he didn't want me to he was like, he was like, I'll only vote for you if you make it look like you didn't backstab me. And I'm like, but you're asking me to send you home.
Oh, I
so
thought it was the other way around.
No, but I'm like, so how is it going to look like I didn't backstab you if I'm sending you home? That's me backstabbing
Right,
you.
I see.
So he's like,
he wanted it to be like a clean exit.
Right, I see.
That just was, it's
was
just
just
impossible.
It was more like I think he wanted it to be like, you can't fire me, I quit type of situation.
Yeah,
like, I think he realized everyone in the house was mad
Stephen
at him.
Baldwin on
Armed forces.
And I can't be injured for my next gig.
Yeah. He knew everyone at the house
Special
was
forces?
mad at him, and I think he thought he could win in the end, even though he said he thought he couldn't. I think he thought he really could, and once he realized that everyone really, really, really was mad at him, he thought, oh fuck, I actually can't win in the end. I want to get out of here so I can't get embarrassed in the end. I think that's like kind of had something to do with it, whatever. So that I was dealing with all that in the morning, right? Then we send Big Cat home. As soon as I walk off the set to get my phone, because we got our phones taken away, as soon as I get my phone, I have a text from Will Compton. And I'm like, I just read it in a way that was like, because he was calling Marty and like, I think he texted him too and was like, what a dumb move sending Big Cat home. And in my head, I was like, they don't fucking know that like
they don't know that he begged
to send him home. And I didn't tell anybody at the time. I didn't end up telling anybody until the finale. Nobody in the house knew.
Until the end.
Dave didn't know. I did not tell anybody until the finale.
Will's tone was rude. Like it wasn't like he like
I read it
helpful
in like
and whatever. But
I just read it
the way
in
he
a different
talks was like,
way.
you better do this.
Yeah, I knew he was trying to help, but I just read
it's just the headspace you were in.
The headspace I was in, I was like, and then he's calling Marty, telling him it's a dumb move that I sent Big Cat home, and I'm like, this guy doesn't even realize like what's happening over here. Like, Big Cat, like he begged me to go home, like, and I didn't want to tell. I was confused if I was going to tell anybody yet about the quitting situation, because then it ate me alive, and I was like, why am I keeping this in? Like, this is part of the show. Like, it's gonna make no sense. Like, people are gonna be so whatever. So I kind of obviously like everything just started getting to me that day, and then it was the Rico, and it was the Kelly went home too, and I was upset about Kelly going home. I also was saving myself, and I also knew Kelly was going home, and like obviously I felt horrible, and like
it had come to the point where you couldn't help me. I needed to help myself, and I wasn't able to help myself, and that was the end of it. Like that was, and I wasn't gonna. People say that it was like a dumb choice, but like at this point too. It was girl power. I wasn't going to vote for Mubi because I was like, I'm not going to be the one bitch in the place that's like ganging up on the youngest girl here who like is new to the place, and I didn't want that. And I needed immunity, and I didn't have it, and I knew like the writing was on the wall. There was no surprise for me going into that. I didn't feel backstabbed. I didn't feel betrayed. I just knew that had been up to me, and I didn't get immunity when I should have, and so I was going home.
Yeah,
like it wasn't.
And
it just sucked. Obviously, it sucked going home, but it was nobody's fault.
Right, I just felt horrible because I like was. I think you could see I start crying when Kelly goes home. We laugh about that all the time. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I
looked like I was dramatic. Like we're going off to war.
Sending Kelly off to war. I'm crying like as you know.
Me too.
And but in that moment, I thought. I had to get Rico's idol out, so I voted for Rico because that was a move there,
which needed to happen. Also
needed to happen, and I also said this. I don't think they put it in. I was like, I see Kelly as a huge threat. Like she's my closest friend, but I also see Kelly as a huge threat to beat me in the end too. Totally. So it's like that also comes into play as well.
And I hadn't really done like I was like traveling smoke and mirrors and didn't vote a lot of people out at that point. Like I was kind of like the only person really that you can like maybe accuse me of was Jerry. I floated the idea for Jerry, but then he was in the jury, so who cared?
Yeah,
like, it didn't matter.
So I was like, oh, Kelly
the jury was like, so
yeah. I was like, Kelly has a good chance. Like that's also a part of it too. So there were so many. So then that happens, and then the Rico thing happens, and Rico goes home at night. That all happened the same day.
Yeah.
So like, and that was Saturday. So that was 6 days in. That was the day after the pink wedding, which was torturous.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal day.
They
didn't give us lunch on purpose.
That was crazy.
They literally, we started filming at like, because I looked back at the timing of it all. And we started filming at like 11:30. So we had breakfast, started filming at 11:30. We're all like, it's a little late in the day for this. And then it was going on till like 4:30 at night. No food in between.
It was,
get me.
I thought I was going to faint. I truly thought I was going to faint. They had a medic come. Crazy. Like it's actually not shown. They had a medic come because I thought I was going to faint, which was so ridiculous. And
well, they needed that medic.
He just gave me electrolytes, which is funny too.
Yeah.
They needed the medic there because Francis had a concussion and it was. I think Big had almost he almost had a concussion too. Like there was
everyone was like on the verge of either a panic attack, a heart attack, or
dying,
or their brain
concussion,
like something.
There was something happening with everybody at some point, and
I was throwing up. I threw up every day.
Yeah,
and nerves anxiety.
Right,
like,
just nervous anxiety, and it just got crazy. And like I started when it got to the end, I was getting crazy. I was sleeping or not sleeping because I couldn't sleep, but I was playing like high frequency manifestation music in my ear every night because I was like, I can't sleep, but I need something to calm me down. So I would just lay in bed playing this music. And I remember one time or towards the end I said it, and Dave was like, well, you're sleeping next to Movie, so you might be playing it for her too. And I was like, oh my God, good point. I was like, now I'm doing it for both of us now.
Yeah. And Movie was like, I slept no problem.
Let me tell you, Movie slept. Movie, I love Movie. I love her energy. She is such a positive delight to be around. But oh my God, I think I was like, Movie, I'm so sorry. Like, you must think I am insane with how deep I am into this game. And she was like, no, I get it. Cause I like explained to her my history.
Yeah. It's it must have been incredibly overwhelming for her too. To just be like, and because you're just like confused.
No, she was like,
you're like, I don't really understand what these relations, like all the Big Cat stuff, Kirk like saying what he said and everything that happens. Like, Movie's probably like staring at the ceiling, like, who are these people? Like, I don't know. I
gotta get back to my stump.
That's why I was laughing because I was like, if Movie did make it to the final and had to give a speech, I think she would have been like, it's Movie.
Literally,
right. She'd be like,
hey, look, I made it here.
I made it.
How about it?
No,
sit on it.
No, it's so funny. She had such a positive energy, and I said to Movie, I was like, Movie, I like wish you knew the real me, like, is very goofy, and like I'm really not this serious person, and like I have become such a serious person in this game because like of everything that has gone on here, and like I really am like trying to prove something to myself and to the people here that like I am smart, like I can do this. And it was funny because Movie was like, yeah, I slept like a baby, and I was like, oh my God.
She was on vacation.
Oh,
she was like, this is fun. This is
honestly,
cool.
props to her for fucking sticking through it because like
she did a great job.
Being thrown into this after not working here for a long time must have been Like I give
jarring.
Major
that's jarring.
She doesn't know everybody's name.
No,
like,
I give major props to Movie for handling herself the way that she did. There's just so much. I mean, me and Will are complete. Like, I think people think Will's mad at me. Like, me and Will text about it. We joke about it. It's funny.
Will's obsessed with the game.
Will is.
I said Will and Rico need to go to Survivor rehab. Like, they can't stop talking about it.
I think it's tough
they
after
cannot
you
stop
win,
talking about it.
Like from a winner's perspective, it's like when you win the first one you do, and then you're just like you're so in it that it's like such a gut check. To be like, oh wow, okay. Like I think he had a lot. I think I think it was very cathartic for him to watch it back and to be like, okay, this is how it went down.
Will was texting me every week being like, I can't believe you went against our alliance. And I'm like, dude, I've told you about 1 trillion times now. I lied to you. Like, I told him in the finale. I told him over text the day of after how much I lied to him and played him. He revealed that he changed my name to his wife's name. I'm like, Will, you were so deep in this in this alliance that we were never even on the same tribe. Like he's and he keeps saying I was gonna help you. I was like, no offense, Will, I didn't need your help. Like he keeps saying I was willing to help Ria. It's like, thank you, but I didn't need your help, and I appreciate it, but I did it myself, and I'm glad I stuck to my guns, and I said it in the reunion too. I'm like, if I cut Dave in those final moments, there are so many different. That's why I wouldn't change a thing, because there's a chance I couldn't have won. If Rico makes it to the end, he could have won. If Kelly makes it to the end, she could have won. If it's me, Megan, and Mubi, they could be like, fuck Ria, we're going Megan or Mubi. Like, there's so many different scenarios in my brain where I'm like, if I cut Dave now, he's been my line since day one. He could go back to the house and be like, fuck her, she didn't stick with any of us, and then start riling them up.
By the way, he would have done that.
Like,
if he had stabbed in the back,
I think that gives good
he got me, just like Jerry. Like,
totally. What was going through your mind when you picked Dave to go to the final? Because I think that's where people were like, whoa, like that would have been the chance where it's like, maybe Dave wouldn't. He'd have to go into the duel and see what happens.
Well, but then so there were so many thoughts. I'm like, okay, number one, my whole plan this entire time has been to take Dave to the final because I don't think he could win. Mm-hmm. I've trusted myself this entire game. I have not fucked up. I'm still here. I want to keep trusting myself. I want to stick to my plan because I have had this plan. My plan from the beginning was like, just take Dave all the way to the end. If he goes into the duel and wins, that's a win for Dave. Me saving him in the finale is like, here's me saving him again. Right. Like I carried him this whole way through. Mm-hmm. If he wins that duel, he won his way to the finale. Right. I just carried him to the finale.
And he had just won immunity right before.
Yeah, and he won immunity, so that would have been another win for him. Mm-hmm. Content standpoint, I knew he was going to wear the Will Compton jersey. Mm-hmm. Bless you. I knew he was going to wear the Will Compton jersey if he got in. Yeah. I thought that would have been really funny. Mm-hmm. So I was like, so then my brain started going, reality TV. I was like, I swear to God, I was like, that's good reality TV if he comes in wearing the Will Compton jersey. And then I was like, that might piss them off enough too that they're like, again, like, fuck Dave. Like, I know he's coming in with this jersey on. He might be like, I can't hand him the winnings while he's wearing this jersey. Like, there were so many things that like I truly thought they wouldn't vote for Dave. And I was right. Like, ultimately, I was right that they did not vote for Dave. And listen,
I was going to say, despite all them saying, oh, we would have voted for Dave. We would have voted for Dave. Because, like, when you said that, they all jumped up. Oh, no, we would have. But it's like, they didn't.
They didn't. They didn't vote him out. You know? And they also.
They all had the opportunity to, by the way.
Right. Like, they could have been. Yeah. The ultimate would have been at the end if they said, actually, Ria, no, you're wrong. We're all going to vote for Dave to win. Which they didn't.
And they didn't. And, do I think Dave had a shot of winning? Yes, now I do. I do think he had a shot of winning. The whole time I didn't think he did. Watching it back, I could see the mindset in which they had that they thought Dave was running the show. Yeah. I think with my speech, I kind of won them over being like, no, like he didn't run, like he did not run the entire show. Yes, he made great moves. Like no doubt about it. He did.
Well, his best move is aligning with you.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, I like the credit. I'm going to do these things, but I also get to kind of low-key keep my hands clean.
Yeah, he said the entire beginning, he was like, Ria's making all the moves using me as a human shield, which that was what was happening. Mm-hmm. But he did make great moves, the pink wedding, of course. And so he did have a shot at winning. So I think it's even cooler that I beat him because he actually did have a genuine shot. But at the end of the day, I was right that they weren't going to vote for him. And even Whitney, when he holds it up, he's like, I just really don't want Dave to win. I'm like, see, exactly. Like, you say you're going to vote for Dave to win because this, but you don't actually want him to win and you wouldn't actually let him win. Mm-hmm. So ultimately my plan worked in the end and I wouldn't change a thing. Why would I? Why would I? I won.
No. Yeah, it really was the perfect alliance too, because you guys just worked together really well, and Dave contributed in the spots that he like needed to. Like in the pink wedding, like you needed Dave's freak mind to like just pick people off one by one
and be intimidating.
Exactly, because really at that point in the game, it was so one-sided to the other tribe. Mm-hmm. Because and that really like in that moment, it was there, but then it was like every other moment, it felt like you guys had that mentality of like we're gonna make it to the end, and there were such clear moves that you made that Dave was like, okay, so it just, and they also like, it was a good relationship.
No, it was great. And definitely. I honestly made other moves too, like me not playing my idol.
Yeah.
Ballsy, like crazy, insane. Mm-hmm. The tap, I guess.
Tap heard around the world.
Truly.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Insane move. I won 2 of the immunity challenges. I won the Final Four challenge, arguably the most important challenge to win, and made all those moves in the beginning. So it's I think we both played a great game. I think Megan, she really shined towards the end with the challenges. Like she's an incredible competitor. Like she should compete on like a physically challenging show because she's great. Fucking awesome at the challenges.
She was good on my team when we were on when we combined and we were on we had Gilly Tribe. We as a team were like unstoppable. Like we was just we had all the meatheads. All the meatheads. Yep. And me and Megan were very competitive and both like we were really good at showing who could do like where our strengths were lying, and she was crushing those too. Like she was she was
really good. You're really great at puzzles too. So I also knew me and you like with the puzzles back to back. I'm like, we got to that Final Four challenge. It's me and Kelly with this damn puzzle. Like it would have been neck and neck there too.
The puzzle. That's the first time I saw it was when I watched that finale. I never saw that puzzle. Whatever. I want to get my hands on that puzzle bad. that little puzzle.
Well, do you not know the trick? Well, I don't want to tell you then.
Well, I think I could tell based on how, like, again, I'm watching it from the outside. The stress isn't on me, so it's a little different.
Not the trick. There's one piece that goes a different way than all the rest
right,
of the pieces.
Of course. Yeah,
well, now I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah. But I heard that I could tell from,
which that puzzle, I don't even know if they showed how long it really took us to do that puzzle, but
I heard about it from the puzzle guy.
Shit, it was so hard. Yeah. And I kept dropping my ball, the timer.
Yeah.
I kept getting a penalty and my whole thing had to drop. And I was like,
I was like, come on.
No, it was.
I was like, turn around.
No, midway through, I'm not kidding, midway through, I thought, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this. Like, there's no fucking way I cannot figure this out. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, Dave, Mooby, and Megan, puzzles, not their strong suit.
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm.
I actually am good at puzzles. Mm-hmm. Apparently, I figured out because the puzzle, they didn't even show this too, by the way, because they were giving Francis a fantastic edit.
Of course.
The puzzle that me and Francis won, Francis steps back from because he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Ria, you just start doing it because I'm freaking out right now. And I start putting the puzzle together and they made it look like Francis put that puzzle together. And I watched
100%.
and I kept my mouth shut because obviously I know how it ends. And I was like, are you fucking serious? The way that they edited this made it seem like Francis put together this puzzle, but Francis stepped away. Remember, he was freaking the fuck out.
What also was crazy is that Francis went for the rest of the day and days after that he was still there. Like he was like, Ria did that.
Ria he kept telling everybody.
Yeah.
Like afterwards, he handed me the trophy. He was like, you did that, Ria. He was like, Ria did that puzzle. And I'm like, I'm watching the show. I'm like, oh my God. They made it seem like Francis just like, it was snapped his Harvard fingers put together that puzzle. It was me who put together that puzzle.
It was crazy.
Obviously Francis helped, but it was a moment where he stepped away being like, Ria, you got to do this. I'm freaking out. So apparently I'm good at puzzles. Mm-hmm. I am an overthinker, so I think that comes into the puzzle play.
For sure.
But that Final Four challenge was sick. Like winning that, I was like, oh my God. It was like so incredibly cool to win such a hard challenge because it really was so hard. I truly midway was like, there's no shot that I get this.
For sure. When you came onto the screen, we had to watch from the loser house. When you came onto the screen with your immunity around your neck, I like after arguing with those guys all night, like they showed a little bit of the arguing, but once we were drinking more, I think that they stopped. They like didn't really include a lot of that.
Right.
Because we got like in like big fights the entire night, and they were just like calling me stupid, and I'm screaming at them, and I'm this, that. Me and Clemmer literally was like crying. We were screaming, like huge fight. I'm yelling at him down the stairs, like all this crazy stuff. But then the next morning, I was so annoyed by all these guys telling me that they knew what was up and Ria's this, Ria's that, and I was just so pissed off that when you walked on that screen, I was smug. I was like, yeah, look at us, that's my girl. Look at her. Like I was like, fuck you guys.
No,
like,
it's so funny.
So annoying.
That puzzle. So it's building a pyramid, and the pieces are stuck together, so you can't like split up the balls, whatever. And
it's like Tetris, but in the shape of a
and there's
triangle,
a piece
like
a pyramid, and there's a piece that goes up instead of lays flat. Yeah. And the reason I figured that out was because I think I kept forgetting that the last piece on top was gonna be the ball and the timer. Right. I just was like putting it together, being like, where? And then I was like, oh my God, like the last, like duh, like you idiot. Yeah. And I was able to figure it out, but. Afterwards, when we all talked about it, and they were like, Dave was like, I don't know if I ever would have laid that piece going up. Like he's like, I don't know if I ever would have got to that point.
I would have been there for days.
No, and that's the big kicker with that one, which is like so hard.
The 3D puzzles are they're no bullshit.
Yeah.
So I forget if I don't think I talked to you about this because I don't know why. Did I tell you how I talked to the puzzle guy?
Yes.
Yeah. So the guy who did all the puzzles in the whole show was from Survivor. Like he worked on Survivor. He brought a bunch of these puzzles over, and he was telling me about that because he saw us going with the 40 body armor one. And he was like, I think you would have been able to do it. And he like explained it to me, like what it was and how it was like basically a 3D puzzle, but like the kicker was the piece at the end and having to like figure all that out. And I was like, it seemed like, like you had to have done puzzles like that before to think it was easy. Like it wasn't if you'd never seen a 3D puzzle where pieces go different ways, or like I'm always building, I listen to my audiobooks and I'm building 3D puzzles in my house for fun. Like that's, so those are the things that you see those funny twists that they put in. But like if you don't know what the hell you're doing or you've never seen it before, then you could sit there for 7 hours. And that happened to me on when I did BVA 2. We had it sits out there and it haunts me. I want to throw that in the trash. But there's a 3D high noon can that I had to build, and I had never seen a 3D puzzle like that before. And it like still haunts me. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out. still haunts me to this day. It's like they're really
so hard.
They're
really
so
hard. Yeah, so that was like, I felt really proud of myself in that moment
you
too.
You should have, absolutely.
It was really cool, and I felt like smart, you know? Like I think I don't dumb myself down. I know I'm smart, but I discredit myself a lot.
For sure.
Like, seriously, Maria, please don't cry like you have like every single fucking episode of the show. Like, I can't. Like, why am I about to tear up right now? But I think it just goes to show like how emotional I get about it, is that like I do put myself down a lot, and like I do discredit myself a lot. And that's kind of why like I really, really, really wanted to win and like really prove something to myself and to other people, is because I am hard on myself. And so I'm very, very, very proud of myself.
As you should be. It was extremely well deserved. We love getting out to live events, whether it's concerts, a football game, or a comedy show, and we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I was looking at tickets for, maybe you pop down. There's some football happening, guys. If you're going to or trying to go to a football game this weekend, you're trying to get into the stadium. Tickets can be expensive. That's why you look at Game Time and you see the amazing Game Time Picks deals for great seats. Maybe you have a concert coming up. I know I've had my eye on Gracie Abrams. It's a few months away, but I'm watching. So just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Pick setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you or on your Game Time app homepage. So what are you waiting for? It is time to buy those tickets now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. I do just have to say, and I know that we've covered a lot, and Kelly, you talked a lot about it too, but it is such a mind fuck, because you're in it for 3-4 months. Like, yes, everyone's watching it right now. People watch the reunion. Things are resolved. Things are cool. You guys work it out. Back to work. Like, but in those months where you're filming the show, and then afterwards, there are hard feelings. People like hold grudges. It's crazy. And you work with these people. So not only are you afraid because you want to win a shit ton of money, it's like such a life-changing amount of money, and you're worried about your own job security. It is such a mind fuck. So I think it's so unfair for people to come, and it's guys, men, to come
always.
For
not all men, but always men.
Oh, the mental state, the emotions, the crying, whatever. Everybody went through their own shit.
We had people quit because they couldn't handle the game.
I'm just saying, like, this is, and I know, like, Big Cat has talked to it a little bit, but this show really fucked with Big Cat's head during this time too. And it's just like, people show those emotions in different ways, and you have to work through it. You work through it differently, but there's just no way that, like, you know that they are grasping when all there is to complain about is that all the girls made it and they're crying and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, they're just, no matter what, they're just not going to root for a woman to win this show.
No.
It's like, it's sad. It every time it's just like, even when you think things are maybe coming around and then you see that shit, it's just really absolutely fucking ridiculous. And it's the same complaints and it's the same shit, and people want to say the same. They have nothing left to say but degrade a woman based on her looks, and that and that's it. Like, you played an amazing game. You're doing that, or you're just like, she's literally just a woman, and that's why we don't want them to win, and we don't want to watch whatever it is. So it's so ridiculous. Ria, you absolutely fucking crushed it. You played a great game. I know that is not, it is an extra bit of a mind fuck. While they're all saying, oh, like, well, you killed Dave. I don't care what they're saying. No matter what, anybody in your position, maybe some of the NFL players, because they are fucking NFL players,
they're brain dead
and they're
also.
retired athletes.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a different experience. Like, they are coming into Barstool at such a later time. You came into Barstool at 19 years old. This has been your life. You have dedicated your life to it. You are so loyal to it, and for some reason, it still doesn't come back to you when it really should. And I think that in this moment, it does, and you should be so happy about that, because you fucking crushed it. And not only did you work your way through this game, but you worked it with Dave, which is honestly even scarier to do because he is the boss. And he is like I said, no whatever everyone wants to say, you're working directly with Dave where you're having the most conversations, you're talking a lot, you don't know what you're saying, like in the back of your mind, you're also like, oh shit, I just said that to Dave. Like he's
unpredictable. He's unpredictable too.
So it's really like, who knows if you have somebody else, new person you're working with to get out, or if who's going to turn on who. It's such a crazy mindfuck. And I think you handled it extremely, extremely well, despite the outside noise and everything that everybody has said in the last, month plus watching the show. It's you deserve this win. You went in with the knowledge. You went in with the gameplay. You worked over these guys. You convinced them all in your speeches how well you did and what you needed to do and what you needed to say. And yes, you were maybe a little emotional during the speech.
Yes, I was.
God forbid.
And God forbid.
God for burning at the stake, for squeezing a tear.
I was emotional.
It's
ridiculous.
just like really,
Ridiculous.
it's out of this world. You know how many people... And there's men, and I know these men watch it, who watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and these people fucking cry the whole time. Like, it's just, the emotions are going to be there, and you proved yourself in every single scenario that you needed to, and I just hope you know that we're all so proud of you, and your family, and your friends, and everybody in real life is so proud of you, and, the people...
That's what I said to Ria
can
the
really
other day.
go fucking kick rocks.
It's like, nothing you could have done in this show would have changed like these commenters' minds
completely.
So like all that's
and
different from now.
Totally.
And the start is that you have $250,000.
Exactly.
Right.
One.
That's what I kept trying to say to her too as the show was going on.
I guess
it's so hard because it's mentally taxing on you as you're going on. I kept trying to say to you, they're criticizing your game. Oh, she should have done this. Oh, she should. I'm like, don't listen to them because you shouldn't have. You won. They don't know you won.
And also, they weren't there. Like the amount of times that I see stuff when people are saying, and I'm like, you weren't fucking there. Like you don't know. You don't know the whole scope of it, how we felt, what the conditions were like, what was shown, what wasn't shown. Like it is so infuriating to watch people go off on some fucking soapbox, and it's different when people are like talking about reality TV and they're like commenting on gameplay or whatever. But there's another level that's been unlocked online that is such hatred that I have never seen in my life, and it makes no fucking sense. None of us deserve it. You especially don't deserve it, especially for this. This was a fun experience. It was exciting. It was cool. You played your fucking ass off.
It was super cool.
And that's it. And everybody else can fucking choke on it. Like, sorry, bitch. I wish you could wave the money in their face. Like, I know. It's so infuriating
thank
to
you guys.
see.
We should have got money guns.
No, literally. Like, it's
thank you guys for saying all that.
It's just so frustrating.
It really does mean a lot, and especially the support from you guys. And no, I mean, like I've talked about this ad nauseum with you both. Yeah. That my biggest fear truly is like our listeners, like the chicks listeners who I care about so much, like seeing this show and going, oh my God, this girl that we've been watching this whole time is like such a bad and it's like, no, like I really put on like a face, like a hard face to like win this game. And it wasn't easy. Like I was texting Matt, my family, my friends every day being like, I feel so bad. Like it's not that I just doing things and not feeling bad about it. I felt so bad. I was texting people like, I feel so bad doing this, but this is a game and this is what we signed up for, and I have to just play the game, and I can't, you know what I mean? It doesn't go without feeling bad.
You were the one with balls. You were the one with balls to play the game and to put aside the stuff and not think about the outcomes, and you fucking won because of it, and that's it. And anybody, especially anybody who played the game with us, who tried, and I said this to them all in the house, like, if they're fooling themselves, like they're letting their own egos, their own pride get in the way, if they can't recognize that you played the fucking game. They all could have done the same thing. They could have cut all of our throats. It could have been a fuck the girls, get them all out.
And then it would have been like, it's a game. It's a game. It's a man's game.
They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to vote out Dave. They didn't want to vote out Big Cat. They didn't want to do any of these things that they claimed they could do.
And I truly just was like, it's a game. Put on the face. Like, put on that hard face. Like, you're playing, it's 4 girls against 20 guys. Like, you got to put on this fucking stone cold face, because if you joke around, like, they're going to get you. They're going to think you did nothing. And that's what I did. And I'm proud of myself. And I will say, Noah, I told him to come watch my speech because he was in Chicago at the time. I told him and Sarah to come watch, and Noah sent me like the nicest text after that. Actually, he
sweet
Noah did.
Noah.
I'm always like hyping up Noah's like texting his cards and everything, but he really did because
he has his moments.
He does,
Yes,
and he watched it, and he
does.
said something along the lines of like it actually really meant a lot to me. That he was like you. Like we all knew you had this in you, but now the world's gonna know you had it in you, which I really like. It really did mean a lot, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I wanted to like prove, you know, I feel like I wanted to prove something here, and I joked about it on the reunion.
You've taken a lot of shit through the years, and I think it manifested in a moment that you could finally kind of let it out and get some things off your chest. And it happened in the. It happened
in this. Yeah.
It's a long time coming.
But it's just
it's
like it's no matter how many times you're like, oh no, I'm okay. It festers. It sits there, and then when you get in a moment like this where you're looking all these people dead in the eyes, and you have to like talk about your making your case here. Like those emotions are going to come out.
Yeah, they were pouring out, and I also like. I've talked about this before, but there is nobody better than Matt at being like that rock who's like, I love you so much.
He's rock solid.
He is. I love you so much. I support you so much. Don't worry about a thing. You got this. He supported me through that whole week. He's like, you fucking got this. Go kill it. Like I couldn't be more proud of you. Make those ruthless moves. Like you're doing this for us. Like you're doing this for yourself. Like be proud of yourself. And he has kept that mentality and has supported me like wholeheartedly from. You know, obviously since day one of us being together, but when I did the show and all the months of waiting of me being like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna air? I'm, worried about this and worried about that. And him just always continuously like being that rock, like, it's me and you. We got this no matter what. Like, you fucking crushed it. Like, always, like, really just so supportive. And I couldn't be more thankful for him and for you guys for being, like, truly the rocks in my life. Not just during this, which is dramatic to say, but just, like, for 8 years now. Like, you guys have always been there for me, and I couldn't be more appreciative. And Kelly, I'm ready to fucking kill some people for you too. So,
well, please, you and me both, bitch. Like,
no,
one day I've got like a gun in my hand. The other day, it's like, where's my? Like it's constant. It's the constant oscillation. I know. Sorry, I probably can't say that, but it's like
no,
YouTube taking
so,
it out.
Yeah, sorry, YouTube. Sorry. I think Gia got mad at me before for saying something similar. Yeah. No, but it is such a hard thing to navigate, and like I've been full-time at Barstool not as long as you have been, but I've been in the orbit for just as long, and seeing how it's changed over the years. And I know I say this all the time and I sound like a lunatic sometimes, but like it's so different now, and I've never seen people get hate from the people online like the girls do here. And like I've been a part of it. I've seen it happen to everybody. And it's like it sometimes to me doesn't make sense why it continues to happen and why people don't grow up. Like I thought like, okay, as we get older, like the audience will grow with us and things will be different and whatever. And it's like they've just ushered in a whole new
they just got younger.
Whole new troll. They just got younger. And then it's just
or they just
like
stayed losers.
Or that.
No, but I'm actually shocked. Like, not to like get into
just
specifics, but they're like there's been times where I see a DM or something like that somebody sent me or Ria you sent me, and I'm like, that kid's 16 years old.
Some of the messages I got, like
it's actually vile. It's
I don't know.
scary.
Honestly,
it's
Kelly,
concerning.
I could do an entire like this is not the time and place for it.
Yeah.
But I could do an entire like just think piece on just. I mean, that's just like the state of the like the
same.
Because I do
speaks
and I'm
on a
lot
in
of the way
I'm in it
that
so much
young
like
male culture is right
it's
now,
gross.
thanks to some of the leaders of the world, and that's just unfortunate.
Completely.
And I do want to say though, because I think this like gets blurred, is like people online can be extremely awful, but Barstool is an amazing place to work at, and the people here are very supportive.
It doesn't match.
It doesn't
crazy.
Like Barstool as a whole, as a company, is incredible to work at. Like I will say that through and through. Like I love my job here. I love my place here. Like it is the opportunities that we all get. Like, and I kind of spoke of this at the reunion. It's like we all fight, the show, whatever, but like we all come back at this place at the end of the day, like as cheesy as
it's
that
family.
is, and it's like it's family, and like we don't get all shit on each other, but if if somebody comes at us from outside, then like we're all gonna have each other's backs, and it really is such an amazing place to work, and I have seriously loved working here, and it's only gotten better throughout the years as well. I think too, like the company as a whole has progressed too, and I think it's only gotten better. It's just like the state of the internet in which it takes like a a world of its own and just keep like spirals and spirals and spirals out of control and never ends. Like,
but the question too is like, what do you do about it? There's nothing to do.
Not much to do. I brought it up
helpless to it.
I know. I brought it up when we were talking about like just TikTok and the way things have changed, and it's just like there's certain platforms that are just completely different. Rules have changed, leadership has changed, you know, and it's it has become really, really hard to navigate, which is tough because it is part of our jobs, you know, to be on some of these platforms and to put ourselves out there, and it is tough. And Kelly, like you know, you wrote a blog about it. I don't know if people have read it, but there's been time and time again recently that I think you have taken undeservedly taken a lot of heat, and it's really tough to navigate. I'm gonna read it because I know she won't mind because I talk to this girl all the time in my DMs.
Oh, this girl. Oh,
but this girl sent me a DM and she was like, "Please send this to Kelly. Like, I don't know if she's gonna see it, but like she deserves to hear it." And she was just like, I love Keegs. I resonate so much with her, and reading her recent blog, I wish I could reach out and hug her. Can you please, if you don't mind, relay the message to her that she is so admired, strong, intelligent, and badass to do what she has done and completely rise above the noise while creating a career around what she loves. I hate these fucking incel men and asshole women who have brought her down. I don't know either of you, but you guys feel like my friends, and I just want Keegs to know that the love is stronger than the hate. So
it's really sweet.
It was really sweet, and I sent it to her immediately, and I was like,
there are nice people too, and all the girls are always nice. Like I'm never talking about girls when I'm talking about this, but it's like, you see stuff, and you know, you want to post things. Like I want to post like my thoughts. Like I used to fucking love Twitter. I used to love like being involved online and talking to people, and that was like my favorite part of doing this job.
No, in another world, you'd be live tweeting every episode,
right?
For this,
and
why would you fucking dare? It's poking a fork into your eye.
No, completely, and it's so dumb. Like, and I know it's like, you know, log off, touch grass, like whatever. Like it's all whatever. Like I understand that, but when it's been a part of your life and a part of your job and your career and something that like I know that all of us wanted to work in something like this, but like I didn't work in it for so long and wanted to so bad that when I finally got here, I was like, this is amazing. Like finally I can do what I want. And it was great for so long. And I finally set myself up to a spot where I was like happy in every aspect of life. I was like, I can't believe like this is me. Like here I am, I've arrived. And then like dumb shit like this happens, and I guess I didn't know the state of the internet anymore. Like I didn't know how bad it got. I didn't know how vile people can be. And when you see you see these things happen over and over again, nonstop, all day. It's the first thing you see when you wake up, and it's the last thing you see before you go to sleep. And it's like you can not look, but then you're not doing your job. Like you're not interacting with people. You're not posting enough. Like I turn off the comments. People, this bitch turns off her comments. Oh, I do this. She does this. Like there is no winning, and there's no fighting against it. And I can get mad and I can get upset, and nobody cares. And it's like, at what point do you quit it all and like leave it and just be like, this doesn't work? And then if people say like, well, this isn't for you if you can't handle this. And it's like, no, this is not normal. No one should be able to handle this kind of shit. Public humiliation, going on to like posting photos from like my OnlyFans back at me, tagging it in other people's tweets at the company that we work at. It's mortifying. Like my parents are online. Like it's my brother's online. Like it's so embarrassing. It's so horrible. And it's not even that alone. But like that's like the worst of it for sure. That's like what makes me want to die. But like the rest of it is so like vile and personal. Like it's almost like it's like they look up, they're like, okay, let me go through every like tweet she's ever sent, find every insecurity, and then craft 100 tweets about it and send them all at the same time. Yeah. And it makes no sense. Like and it's, you know, I sound like a conspiracy theorist or something when I think that like technology has a big effect on the whole thing, but it's overwhelming. And I think that over the last year, it's really worn me down to a place where I don't want to do anything. Like I go out with my friends or whatever, but I never post when I'm out. Like I'll post my outfits on TikTok. That's the most I'll do. And even that I don't do sometimes.
Hey, you went viral for having a fat ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's not forget. But
don't forget about those sequin pants.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't forget you're the girl with the big butt and the sequin pants.
Nobody forgets, but it is. But like, that's the kind of thing where it's like I now am suddenly things I would have loved to share, I no longer want to share because I'm like, well, nobody wants to see this anyway. Nobody, you start to listen when these things happen, and it's like it ruins everything. It ruins everything. Like it's ruined this game for me. It ruined reality TV at Barstool for me, like fully as of right now. Like hopefully I'll get over it.
I've tried to talk to you about this where I'm like, Kelly, like, and sort of like what that girl said is like, you should be so proud of yourself. There are people like so many people that look up to you. Like we have to remember that there are so many girls that love listening to Taylor Watch. They love listening to Chicks in the Office. They support all of us. They love talking about pop culture. Like they love talking about reality TV. Like don't let that take away your love of doing, like you love reality TV. You love participating in reality TV. Like it, at the end of the day, it all is easier said than done, obviously. Like it's like, how can you, when it's being shoved down your throat constantly. But it's hard to always think of the positives, but there are so many people that support you and love you, and I have seen it out in public too. Girls coming up to you, I also love Taylor Swift, I love Taylor Watch, like for sure they love what you and Gia do, and continue to do that. Like never ever stop what you're doing, never stop being yourself. You got to this point by being yourself, continue to do that. Like fuck all these people. Like it's just, I don't want you to continue to beat yourself up, even though I know it's easier said than done, and we've had this conversation offline, but it's hard, like it's really hard when you get to that spot, when you get to that spot. But like just keep remembering you have built an amazing career for yourself. You've been in this industry for a long time. You've been running the game. You're the pop culture queen. We look up to you because of your pop culture knowledge and of what you have done. So it's like, don't continue to beat yourself up, and remember who you are. And you wouldn't be in this position if you weren't that. You wouldn't have this job if you were not successful, like you just have.
Right. And I think that's like, thank you for saying that. I think that's part of it too, is like I really felt like I've earned it. Because it took so long, and then for it to
but you did earn it.
To be the thought, like
nobody could take that away from you.
I know, and that's like what I have to remember, and it's just really frustrating, and now it's become like I'm obsessed with it. Like I'm obsessed with the fact that this happens. I'm obsessed with not being able to stop it. I'm obsessed with trying to figure out like the mentality behind it. Like it's all consuming, and it's like I have to stop thinking about it, because it's obviously it's detrimental to me. Like it's ruining my life.
You will never get the, and I know. Like not to be like harsh about it, but you will never get the answers you're looking for with this, because unless you and what's even worse is half the time, probably 75% of the time, if you actually found one of these people and you would see them in real life, and you'd be like, you're a senior in high school. Like, are you good? Like, where's your mom? Like, they're like, like, we thought it was funny.
Like, what world?
You said, like, they should be grounded.
Like, I'm like, I will call your mom. You're grounded.
I will call your mother.
Like, it's crazy. And I think there is just as much as there is a gang mentality in so many other aspects of life, there is a gang mentality on the internet where they are trying to get interaction. They're trying to get likes. They're trying to do this. They're trying to say, oh, you see what everybody said on the YouTube, blah, 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 blah. It's because they're just regurgitating the same shit, because they think that they're these big macho guy. They're going to show you what's up.
Of course.
And it's really like you're not going to get you're not going to get a logical answer, because there really just is not one. So I think,
and also too, it's like I also never want it to be because now I'm always paranoid that how I come across, because people assume the worst. Like I'm not like looking for sympathy. I'm not looking even for praise. I'm just looking for like
acknowledgement.
Just let up a little bit.
Kelly,
just let up on the hate. You know what I mean?
I don't
like, just ignore me. Honestly, I'd rather be ignored.
A majority of our Chicks in the Office listeners are gonna be like, we don't even know what Kelly's talking about, because
right.
at the end of the day,
not.
No, I really do think
and
that,
that's why I sometimes I'm like, it's better to not even address it, because it's like they don't even know, because
so many real
they're living
people,
on a beautiful butterfly side of the internet.
If you were to ask
I wish I was there.
We're talking about the Matt and Rachel breakup.
I wish I
would love to discuss.
We will.
Jeez.
After our therapy session is over.
Jeez,
no, but I was saying, like, they're everybody in my normal life, like my friends, like they most of them are not actively on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Neither am I.
So
my friends have no idea what I'm going through ever. Like, until I have to tell them, and then I'm embarrassed.
No clue.
Yeah.
So it's truly like, that's why I'm saying I don't think anybody thinks that, because this has been going on behind the scenes for you for multiple years, like not just like years.
Yeah.
So that to me, and they've all seen you continue to show up to work, continue to do your shows, continue to work. So it's like it's not even going to compute to them,
right?
That like something, because
like,
you've been consistent. You show up, you work. You're still doing everything that you are, like, you like to do and should be doing. So it's a part of our brain that is tough, and I know people listening may not fully understand where we are at and what this does for people. And I sometimes do have to step out and talk to the people in my real life and be like, okay, they have no fucking clue what I'm even talking about. So
never.
It's like, like
my friend's like, I just bought a house. Oh, here's my baby.
Oh my God, I showed Kelly,
like,
Ria. I don't even think I told you, but I was like texting with my friend Jen, who's been loving the show, and she was like, Ria's been so great. And I was like, she has. It's just been so tough, like, what people have been saying. And she's like, oh, what have they been saying?
Like, that's amazing.
Like, you know, like, they had no clue.
No, that's amazing.
It's great. And I was cracking up because the text, and I know, she sent to me, I said to her, you know, she goes, oh gosh, I guess I didn't think about the internet, because who fucking writes on the internet? Never once would think to do that. So it's like, literally. Yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
That's like it takes you out of it for a second.
But I mean, anyway, whatever. You guys know that I'll dwell on these things. I'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Like, it's brief moments in time. We'll all be fine. We all deserve the best, and it's wonderful. But
sorry,
that's
just like one piece of confetti slowly
Where'd that even come
dropped
from?
in front of my face.
Ceiling,
I was like,
maybe.
oh yeah.
How funny.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Wow, that's insane.
Sorry, Kelly, go ahead.
Oh, no. I saw it too, and I thought I was like hallucinating. I thought there was something in my eyeball, like, you know. But I like you were saying before, you know, we've all been around, we've all been together. Like, you guys have always been there for me too, in these moments where I'm like, you know, I feeling desolate, feeling worthless, whatever. And then also too, like, the Chicks in the Office listeners have been nothing but nice to me since the minute you guys started this whole thing, and that means the world to me.
They're the best.
They're the best.
They're the best.
We do cutting stems. People are nice to me about it.
Simply the best.
Better than all the rest.
No joke. And
it's so
and I know
true.
there's crossover with Taylor Watch. Like, you know, Chicks in the Office fans. It's that being us coming on this show helps us bring people over there. It's like, I'm just so happy that the girls here, and the guys too, but the girls here specifically, we all make a point to lift each other up as much as we can, and people should, like, that is something that if anybody takes anything out of anything, like, always lift your girls up. Like, you have to do that no matter what's going on, because you don't know what's going on.
I think it's symbolic to end this conversation on girl power after how that whole thing went down.
Absolutely,
I agree.
Not to really stick it.
It's a man's game, though. It's a man's game.
I'm gonna like rip my shirt open with girl power on the top. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so girl power right now.
I think all the girls should be so proud of what they did on this show.
I do too.
For sure.
You guys all really crushed it. That is so scary, and it's tough when you go into a show with all those guys, and it really is like, and I think it, like you said, ties back into where we are just so happy and proud and thankful for our little neighborhood.
I love it. I feel home.
No, it's literally like, when I get to come on here, I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I know that it's gonna be good.
Like,
I don't have to worry for a second. Like,
to come here and sit here
fantastic.
today and to feel like I'm not hiding a secret from our listeners anymore is the most freeing feeling in the world. I have felt like a liar. Like, I'm coming on this podcast every day, and I'm like, I can't talk about anything. And I feel I feel great, and I feel very, very excited, truthfully, to get back into Chicks in the Office, like our thing, like put our all back into Chicks in the Office, because I will say, like, I had been a bit distracted with Surviving Barstool going on. I really was distracted, and I am very, very ready to just jump back into Chicks in the Office for what we have going on this year. I'm very ready to get married. I cannot wait. Like all like super exciting things happening this year, and I cannot fucking wait to get married and like just soak it all in. I truly cannot wait.
I don't even know what sound just came out of
No,
Kelly.
I know, but I just like
I like forgot for a second.
No, I never forget. I just
so
it's all I think
exciting.
about every day. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to get married, and I can't wait to just continue doing our thing on this show with the girls who love and support this show. And we love them too. They're the fucking best. They're the most supportive group of girls. They're the nicest group of girls. They're the coolest group of girls. And we love them, and we're always so thankful for them. So thank you guys for listening to the show and supporting us. And now we're just going to get back into it because God, am I dying to talk about some pop culture that has nothing to do with myself.
I hope you guys even watch Surviving Barstool.
Yeah, I know, right? They're like, what is this show they're even talking about? If you didn't know,
go watch it back.
Did Surviving Barstool, and I won. I won a reality show, and
so you could either listen to the first hour of the show, or you could listen to the last 5 seconds where Ria said she did a reality show and she won, and move on.
Exactly. Long story short, we did a reality show at Barstool Sports, and I won. And now, if you don't give a fuck at all, we will get into
the first hour was the director's cut.
Right. You can just fast forward that shit if you don't care.
Amazing.
But no, amazing.
We'll do some topics.
I do want
good stuff.
I think we could just roll right into it because I want to talk about this. Okay.
Start the year strong. Planet Fitness offers high-value membership that support any fitness journey. It's a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way on your time. You can feel your strongest, best self with best-in-class equipment for a full workout from strength training to cardio to stretching. They have brand new plate-loaded machines like Hack Squat and Supine benches. Planet Fitness has the same high-quality, best-in-class equipment as other more expensive gyms. Their classic membership is just $15 a month. It's so great. This is the time of year. Get into a routine, guys. You can go, you can do whatever kind of workout that you feel comfortable doing. They have like I said, great machines. You can go, walk on the treadmill, run, stairmasts, whatever little thing that you want to start to jump into to get your workouts going. Strength training, weightlifting. The hours and amenities and offers vary by club. You can check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent or guardian. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app.
What the fuck happened with Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell?
Oh my
because
God.
I wake up this morning, 6:30 in the morning. I look at my phone. I see a post from Matt James 2 minutes ago. I'm like, post from Matt James 2 minutes ago? It's 6:30 in the morning. And the post is of him and Rachael Kirkconnell. And it's them, their first time meeting on The Bachelor. And the caption is, Father God, give Rachael and I strength to mend our broken hearts. Give us a peace about this decision to end our relationship that transcends worldly understanding. Shower our friends and family with kindness and love to comfort us, and remind us that our joy comes from you, Lord, with a broken heart. What? Because
shocking, to say the least.
Shocked and confused because they had just been,
As are we.
They had just been posting all this stuff in London. Like all
literally
this food
yesterday.
Content, obviously shoving food,
So much
shoving
food.
food in his mouth,
So much food.
and
always.
that was just yesterday, and there was comments yesterday, and then today, 6:30 in the morning, that happens. I don't know what time he was, but what is it, 3:30? If he's in LA, like what time is it? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it was very confusing.
From being around Matt and Rachel, they are delayed posters. They
sure. So
they
maybe London happened.
London
over the
was
weekend,
probably
or
it could have been
weeks?
a week. It could have been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There are times when I have run into Matt in different, or honestly, but and I'm like, oh my God, how are you even here? I thought from your Instagram you were in Japan. They're just
right.
they delay. They take all their content and they periodically kind of post it out,
which is smart,
even with stories and stuff.
Yeah. Smart to do that.
It's a great way to even just be in the moment of when they're traveling to all these amazing places, and then Rachel will do Instagram story dumps of when she's traveling, but it is definitely on a delay. But it is bizarre because Matt posted this, and then people are finding on the TikTok or whatever reel, whatever he posted yesterday of them together, he was replying to comments. It was 9 hours ago, reply to comment, all these things. It's I'm so confused. Is it just,
I don't know.
In that case, are you just replying because it's like a piece of content that you put out. So you're trying to get like, you're like, oh,
engagement.
Let me just unload the favorites folder of everything that I've got saved that needs to be posted before
has she said
I put it out.
Have we heard from her?
No, she has not posted since. And this is what's tough too. She has not posted anything on her Instagram. A full post. There's been not one full post since she posted for Matt's birthday on December 5th.
Oh shit!
That is quite a long
time. Which is wild for her, especially.
For her,
that's more frequently than that.
For her, that's like sneaky.
Has she been posting stories? I didn't notice.
Do you think
there has been stories? Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that Matt was like, okay, I got my last bit of London content out. Now it's time to make the thing. Like, because that honestly would be crazy to me. Like, I got to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
that
would be fucking insane to me if somebody took the time to be like, I need to get all my content out and then we can announce our breakup.
Yeah,
There's also so many conspiracies of people being like, well, maybe
people
they
think they're engaged.
I don't think that. I do not think that you would. Okay, let me
that
just
post
say something.
Did not read like like I don't know unless they're and if it's like a fake out.
No, that's bizarre. Let me just say, if Matt and Rachel, who I love, are doing a fake out right now, they're gonna lose me a bit. Like they are going to lose me a bit because that would just be really weird.
I don't know.
Like if they were like, just kidding, we're engaged. Like I'd be like, why did you do this whole thing?
That'd be so strange.
Like I would be like, why did you put like, why would you put like a prayer on this caption and then just to be like, just kidding? That would be kind of like
I don't think it's a joke at all.
I don't think it's a joke either. I don't. The conspiracies. People just don't want to believe that like their favorite couples break up. Which obviously you follow their content. You love them as a couple. You love them creating content together. But we just. It's another one. We had Paige and Craig. Now we got Matt and Rachel. And
who's left?
The ghost of Chicks. You're right.
Wow.
it's just
damn.
I don't know if
are you guys like Isaiah Curse?
Honestly, like Joey and Kelsey, please.
Lautners.
Please.
Oh, the Lautners.
Hold on.
Okay. True. They're married, so
Yeah. We're good.
Oh my god.
But no, I was joking because it's like, oh, Caitlin and Jason we had on a show. Craig and Paige we had on a show. Matt and Rachel we had on a show. And they're some of our favorites. Love them all. I think like Rachel's one of the sweetest girls. Like I think Rachel is such a gem, and Matt is also like Matt's a really great guy as well. I've said it multiple times. Like Matt has been so kind to like my family and supporting like my brother's business and these things that they're like they're good people. So I'm like, it just wouldn't like any weird fake out engagement like I gotcha would be like so out of character for them. I think I don't know what the fuck happened. I hope something bad didn't happen. That's
do people do that?
Because it's like him just posting himself too, and like nothing from Rachel feels weird to me.
Yeah,
also,
it does.
I don't know.
I agree.
And oh my god, my poor mother was devastated. My mom was
pray for Laura.
Because let me tell you
pray for Laura.
Every time my mom would see Matt James, she'd look him right in the eyes and go, "When are you proposing?"
Yeah,
like
that did happen.
So. She, and I'm sure there are other people out there that feel the same way she does, but no, I it sucks because I think they're both really awesome, and I did think that like once you get past that 2-3 years, and they went through a lot on the show and everything that happened afterwards and everything that they've been through, and they still seemed like a strong, unified front, and they were traveling the world and eating.
They were eating through the world.
They were eating through every city, one bite at a time.
Yeah. No, right. Multiple bites, some would say.
The whole bite.
The whole bite. The whole thing. All at once.
There's no food left.
Oh my God.
No leftovers.
No crumb left behind.
Nothing.
I know. I hope they're okay because this makes me sad. And if Rachel hasn't really posted in a while, I think she had posted some stories from London as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't know if they were just
what happened in London?
What the fuck happened in London?
Maybe it was a dual effort. Like, all right, listen, we're both here. We did all this stuff. We're going through a hard time. Let's give ourselves like a moment to heal. Like Matt is wanting.
Did Craig like also go to London? Like
no.
Oh my God,
what happened?
Going on in
Craig,
London?
I was like, what's going on in London?
Craig was coming. Craig told Matt that him and Paige were coming to London for New Year's.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, all right, we'll meet up. And then they announced that the day before. And me and Matt were like, oh, guess we're not going to see them.
Guess we're not meeting up. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, who knows? You could have turned around the corner of the pub then and seen Matt and Rachel
breaking up.
Yeah,
like, totally.
It's
no, not
breakup
funny.
on every,
Not funny. Not
no,
funny.
It's not
breakup on every street.
It's just true.
But
It's just what's happening.
I know. I'm actually really sad about that. I'm very sad about this.
Me too. All jokes aside, it sucks. I want to know. We're making light of it because we don't know what happened. And honestly,
we're
Rachel,
making light of it because it feels like I'm like, are we living in an alternate universe? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
and like I'm so confused by the post that I'm like, it's like what?
And Rachel is so fucking cool. Like I just want to double down on that. Like Rachel,
she's amazing.
Is so cool. Like every time we're around Rachel, I'm like, she's so cool.
And you know when there's just the girls, they're just like effortlessly cool. And
like
you're like, ugh, she's just
one of them.
She is one of them.
She's
she
so
is really
effortlessly beautiful,
cool.
so effortlessly cool.
Right.
So I just want to know what happened there, and I do not think they're engaged. And I will say this: Matt and Rachel, if you are pulling like a prank on people, and where you're going to be like, just kidding, ending our relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend, we're actually engaged. I'm gonna call you guys lame, and I'm gonna say that I think that this is extremely bizarre way to announce your engagement, and you probably could have just announced you were engaged without this whole thing. Now I don't think that's the case. I truly do think they broke up. We probably could just text them. I don't want to invade in their personal life right now because I feel like a lot of people are texting them.
Agreed.
But
that is a
where does that
Matt's
theory?
A bad texter as well. I know Rachel.
True.
I mean Rachel's not as bad, but they're like Matt has answered texts from me like months later.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Where he's been like, "Oh, sorry, missed that," and I was like, "Oh, I sent that months ago."
Right. If you send that text now and he doesn't, you're gonna be like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
There was like one time I sent him a text.
Come from that like do people do that? Have I like missed this whole wave of people like fake breaking up and then actually
No. I don't think it's a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like who
people are just
who
wishful
came up with
it's
that?
a grasp from the public because they just
Sure,
because
okay.
everyone really thought that they were headed to an engagement. So I think it's a
For
grasp.
sure, yeah.
Because they're confused by the
I
post.
see.
There was literally a comment, and I'm gonna butcher like what it was, but whatever food content was the last thing he posted of him and Rachel. The comment was like, I don't care about this food. When's the wedding? Like that was like the comment.
Right.
And he replied back, and it was like within the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Commented back, wedding food. To the comment.
Interesting.
And I was like, what?
No, I can't be sold on this engagement prank. I can't because
There's
I'm
so
going
much
to
way. That would
I'm
be
going
so crazy.
I'm
I
going
mean,
to
everybody
think
really
it's
is. There's a spiral.
I'm
for
going
sure.
to think it's the most bizarre thing on the planet.
No, I
if that's
agree.
the
And I'm
case.
gonna have to talk shit about it. Like that's the thing that I'm gonna have to talk shit about it.
Because I just think you could just announce your engagement
There's
without
no
having
way.
to pull like a pull prank. There's no way.
There's
There's
no
no way. I know how serious also Matt James and Rachel are about their faith. Like I do not think that gets posted with that prayer as a joke. Like I do not think that's the case.
I don't think so either.
I think that would be like fucked up. I don't like for them because I think
Matt, I don't
knowing that how serious they are. Like I do not think
No.
they would do that.
No.
So. Honestly, I wish the best for them. Honestly, I really do. We love them both, and I do wish the best for them. And that could not be easy. They've been together for years. If they've come to this decision, it's obviously for a reason. Just like with Paige and Craig, like you can't stay in a relationship that you don't feel like you should be in. 100%, you should end it. So whatever made that come to that decision. It is what it is, and I hope the best for them.
I agree. There's one other thing I want to bring up, and I know I think we should break it down on Monday because I actually really want to read through more of the complaint. We've had a busy day today, so we haven't fully been able to like dive into this new lawsuit from Justin Baldoni, but he is now suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for $400 million in damages, which, feels like a lot, but, I think that's just the name of the game that they're playing right now. There's text messages, receipts, screenshots, that they have now in this one that I've only like seen certain pieces that I would actually like to go through and read. So I think we can take the weekend. We'll go through that and we can talk about it on Monday. But I do want to mention that Molly May's documentary is premiering, and
I didn't know she was having one.
Yes.
Oh,
it's on
I
Amazon.
love Molly May.
And
Perfect.
Tommy Fury did an interview this week where he said, I know everyone said cheater, 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 cheater. Molly and I actually broke up because I have an alcohol problem. Like I was addicted to alcohol
chills.
and
That's
was in a bad place and drinking. And I really only saw that like 15-second clip, so I don't know too much of what else was going on there. But that really just changes a lot. I think
it does for sure.
Really
it
changes a lot. And that's a big thing for him to say publicly too, because that's tough. And if he really is going through that right now as well, I mean, that is really hard. It's really hard on you, your family, your small child that you have now, and to have like basically the entire world screaming in your face, you're a cheater.
And to be so open about it, but also be so quiet while you're being torn apart by the internet and not address it and sort of just take the time to do what's right for yourself. Like, he's probably been through a lot. So, I'm interested to see what this documentary, more to come. But on Monday,
absolutely.
I do kind of think that this could be not to this is like a bad thought. But I hope that it's not used in a way to excuse bad behavior. Do you know what I'm saying?
So that honestly,
in a sense of like,
that's the first thing I thought.
I have an alcohol problem. Because of that, it led to me doing things that I regret.
Right.
And
which
that,
I do think,
which is fair. Like, and that does happen. And it's like, that is probably the root. It
could be part of it.
That could be the root of the issue.
Yeah, for sure.
But if there was moments where like, she sees, if it was like out in the club, drunk, hooking up with other people, like whatever, like that infidelity could be what's the final straw for Molly May.
I mean,
but if he's looking at it, he's like, I would not have made those decisions if I was not under the under the influence.
And I guess that's for them. That's for them to figure out.
Totally,
for sure. And also, I mean, all that was such a shock. Like he seems lovely otherwise, and so when they broke up, I was completely shocked. And then
that's why I mean,
this, that, whatever.
People fucking love them. They literally like it was.
So well,
I'm sure more will come out about that.
Yeah.
But I am super, super excited on Monday to deep dive back into the world of pop culture. We'll begin right back into it. We're going to look at everything over the weekend and get right back into it on Monday.
Got a game of trivia now.
Yeah, we got a game of trivia. I once again just want to say thank you to everyone who supported me.
Woo! Let's have some of this cake. It's been sitting here for hours.
Yeah.
And to all the haters, fuck them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Fuck them all. And thank you guys so much. And I couldn't be once again more grateful. I've said it a bunch now, but I couldn't be more grateful and thankful for the experience and the opportunity to even compete in Surviving Barstool with that cast. It really meant a lot to even be asked. So thank you again.
Amazing. And I haven't like blabbed per se, but there's been people in my life that I trust 100% who've been like, how'd Surviving Barstool go? Like what? And I just would go like that. I'd be like,
yeah.
Just like
you'll have to wait and see.
Like just like you make a face and they're like, okay, and I'm like,
No, it's been like, I saw girls say, I know Ria didn't make it far in this game because she's the worst secret keeper ever.
Right.
And I'm like, this has been the hardest secret to keep. Like it's taken a toll. I don't like keeping things in. I literally share everything with this podcast. So it's crazy, but thank you guys again. Super cool. Super like I can't express it enough. I've repeated myself a bunch of times. You guys get it at this point, but thank you again. All right, we are about to get into a great game of Beat Ria and Fran, but you guys know how much I love Whey, and this segment is sponsored by Whey. This is the way to a healthy scalp. When I am, using a lot of product in my hair, like today I have a lot of hairspray in my hair, some gel, I love to use the Detox shampoo because that's what I feel like the buildup it gets out of my hair, healthy scalp there. And this is the way to a healthy scalp, okay? Get to the root of your healthy hair goals with Whey's Scalp Care that will get your strands looking stronger, fuller, and healthier. Got a lot of products right here. We have the anti-dandruff shampoo as well. In the winter can get dry. Leave-in conditioner. This has been my go-to for years now. An absolute staple in my routine. I have never strayed away from the leave-in conditioner from Whey ever since I started using it. This is my go-to. Their hair and body products are made to be effortless and work for you and your routine. The way to a healthy scalp starts here. Go to THEOUAI.com and use code CHICKS for 15% off any product. Once again, that's THEOUAI.com and use code CHICKS for 15% off any product. That's THEOUAI.com, code CHICKS. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 157, and we are joined by lovely couple Jenna and Delten, they just had their sweet baby Delaney just 6 weeks ago. She is in the room supporting them. So this one is for her.
That's good juju right there.
It is. We don't have a baby to support
No, we don't.
us right
No,
now.
we don't.
We just have each other's brains.
Yep.
But we are ready to play if you guys are ready.
We're ready.
Awesome. So it's 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah is going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever's the closest will get to go first. And we each get our own individual guess. We will alternate between teams for guesses. So Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is 13 going on 30.
That's a good one.
13 going on 30. Okay, so one of you guys guess first.
You go first.
55.
That's a good
All right,
guess.
Ria?
Obviously, I
55 is a good
think
guess.
it should be really high.
Yeah.
I'll go 76.
Okay.
I'm going to go 72.
I'm going to say 66.
One off 65.
Nice. Right
All
there.
pretty close, though.
Yeah. It's I didn't think it was under 50.
Yeah,
but also,
no.
you know,
that would
like
be
it's-
upsetting
yeah,
if it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Ashley and John from Pittsburgh. In Friends, Joey's character on Days of Our Lives, Dr. Drake Ramore, wakes from his coma after receiving a brain transplant from a soap actress. What is the real-life name of the actress who Joey received the brain from?
Susan Sarandon?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, Susan Sarandon.
That came to you fast, so go for it.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
All right. 1-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 2 to Jenna and Delten. Shout out Michaela from Newton, Massachusetts. John Travolta and Miley Cyrus sang a duet called I Thought I Lost You for what 2008 Disney movie?
I don't know. What's the 2008 Disney movie? What's her movie?
Oh, the Miley
Crime?
Cyrus one. Just that, isn't that one she had? Miley Cyrus, or the Hannah
15
Montana.
seconds.
I don't know. No, the one where she sings the climb. What's that one called?
Isn't that movie?
Oh, okay,
5
sure, go with it. Give
Hannah
it.
Montana movie. Final answer.
Incorrect. So Ria and Fran.
Isn't it Bolt?
That's the name of it, the dog one.
Yeah, the dog one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the
Yeah.
dog's name.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
go
go
with that.
Bolt, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
That would be electric. John Travolta and Hannah Montana singing.
That would be good.
All right, 2-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 3 to them. Shout out Adrian from LA. In the movie The Fall Guy, what song does Emily Blunt find Ryan Gosling crying to in his car?
I've never seen this
I
film.
watched it once on a plane.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's just like a class. Like it's
15 seconds.
I don't know.
All right.
I got nothing.
5
Pass.
seconds.
All right.
Okay, to Jenna and Delten.
I haven't watched it either.
I haven't seen it.
What's a movie or what's a song people cry to?
I don't know. I came up with
Just
Hannah
throw it
Montana movie,
again.
so you do this one.
What's that? In the arms of an
15
angel.
seconds.
Sure, do that
How
one.
about that song? In the arms of an angel. Fine.
Incorrect.
I don't know.
All Too Well, Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that part. I watched it on a plane, like half asleep.
Okay, still 2-0 Ria and Fran. This is question number 4 to Jenna and Delten. Shout out Kelly from Ambler, Pennsylvania. On Keeping Up with the Kardashians, who hosted Kylie and Kendall's graduation ceremony?
I never watched it.
This is us.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
Tyga.
Sure.
Tyga. Final answer.
Incorrect.
He did do the Sweet 16. He did Kylie. He did the Sweet 16.
We're so close.
Oh my god.
My first thought was Tyga 2 because of the Sweet 16 episode. I don't know. It
What
feels
was
like
the
a
question
confusing
again?
question.
Who hosted Kylie and Kendall's graduation ceremony?
I don't know. Is it not a family member?
It
like
feels,
a-
no.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
I don't even have a guess.
Time is up.
Oh, shit.
Ryan Seacrest.
Oh.
Makes sense. I would have
Yep.
never,
No.
ever
Nope.
guessed Ryan
I
Seacrest.
forgot about that completely.
Yeah.
Still 2-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 5 to them. Shout out Michaela again from Newton, Massachusetts. In the Jersey Shore, Sammy and Vinny have a rap battle. Finish the last line of Vinny's rap that ended the battle. Yo, Sam, you should sit in your seat. See my girl, Sam.
This is all you.
I don't know. See my girl Sam. It's something about her toe, right? Because she gets so upset about the big toe.
Oh, I don't.
15 seconds.
What was it? What's the beginning of the song?
Yo, Sam, you should sit in your seat.
Isn't it Vinny and
See
Sam?
my girl,
Yeah,
Sam.
that's what she said.
I
Oh,
said
yeah.
Vinny.
It's Vinny's.
Yeah.
Sam.
So she
5
gets
seconds.
upset about
Seat.
Ronnie with the toe. I don't
Yeah.
know about Vinny.
Something that rhymes with seat.
Time is up.
You got ugly feet.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
I thought it was something feet too, but I thought it was like frog feet.
Maybe it's just the wrong words. You've got frog feet.
Yeah. You've got frog feet. Final answer.
Incorrect. She's the sneakiest bitch you'll ever meet.
Not even close.
Classic.
No.
That's a classic. Dang. I forgot that one.
Okay, still 2-0. Ria and Fran. Question number 6 to Jenna and Delten. Shout out Matt from Marlboro. What was the last U.S. venue played on Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour?
I think it was in Florida. What's their stadium?
Like the football stadium?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Pass.
Okay, to Ria and Fran.
I don't know. Don't know. Would it be in LA? Would it be in was it SoFi? Was it
Not Dodgers.
Hard Rock in Miami? Oh, I don't know.
I think Dodgers.
Did he play the Dodgers?
Because that's his thing.
Yeah,
he wears
yeah,
the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Let's go Dodgers.
Stadium?
Yeah. Dodger Stadium.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice. Is that when he
Yay.
brought Dua Lipa out?
Did
Or
he?
is that somewhere
I
else?
don't know. You may
Oh.
have.
Okay, 3-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 7 to them. Shout out Ali from London, in the UK.
Nice.
What iconic color did the
Hello, mate.
Beckhams wear at their wedding?
Did the who?
The Beckhams. What color did they wear at their wedding?
Red.
It's red, right?
I don't know. That was just a guess.
No.
Black?
No.
Purple.
Is it purple?
Purple.
I think it's purple.
Purple.
I think it's purple.
All right.
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, it's go time.
Okay, 4-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 8 to Jenna and Delten. Shout out Kelly from Ambler, Pennsylvania again. Name the actor who has played the love interest of the following actresses: Kate Bosworth, Katherine Heigl, Jennifer Lopez.
Owen Wilson.
Sure.
Was he in with Katherine Heigl? Yeah, I'm gonna go Owen Wilson. Final answer.
Incorrect.
It's Josh Duhamel.
Shoot.
Is it? Yeah. Win a Date with Tad
It's
Hamilton.
Josh Duhamel.
Katherine Heigl. And what was the last one?
Kate Bosworth, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
They had that movie.
Oh, they did that. Yeah, the Island movie.
It's Josh
yeah,
Duhamel.
Yeah, yep. Josh Duhamel. Final answer.
Correct. Wow. 5-0.
I actually love that. What was that movie called with him and Katherine Heigl? I watched it so many times with the family. They adopt the baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is that movie called? Why am I
The
spacing?
Tearjerker.
Isn't
It
it
is,
when
it is.
the friends
They die. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they leave.
Life as we know it.
Life as we know
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Okay, 5-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 9 to them. Sticking with Catherine.
Oh.
Shout out Christine from Huntington, Long Island. They say Ria will know the town.
Yes.
I know it too.
Shout out Huntington.
Which two Catherines spell their first name the same way? A. Catherine Heigl. B. Catherine McPhee. C. Catherine, Princess of Wales, aka Kate Middleton. D. Catherine Schwarzenegger Pratt. Two of them spell their name the same way.
It's Kate Middleton and Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Isn't Catherine Schwarzenegger a K?
No,
Kate Middleton is a C.
Yeah, so is Catherine Schwarzenegger, I think.
Catherine Schwarzenegger's a C?
Yeah, I think so. Because the other two, Catherine
15
Heigl
seconds.
and
They're definitely K's.
yeah, it's Catherine Schwarzenegger and Kate Middleton.
What was the second one?
Catherine McPhee.
McPhee's a K too.
It's the last two.
Yeah. Okay. C and D. Final answer.
Incorrect.
I was so confident.
Jenna and Delten.
Who were they all again? Catherine
It's
Heigl.
A. Catherine Heigl. B. Catherine McPhee. C. Catherine, aka Kate Middleton. D. Catherine Schwarzenegger Pratt.
I think it's. You think it's A and C? I thought A and B. But you can go A and C.
I don't know. Go A and B if you think it's A and B.
You think A and C?
Nah,
10
it's just
seconds.
I was gonna go A and B. Final answer.
Incorrect. It's
Oh.
A and D. Catherine Heigl and Catherine Schwarzenegger.
How does Catherine McPhee spell her name?
She spells it Katharine. The others are E-I-R.
Oh. Sneaky Catherine McPhee.
That is sneaky.
Yeah. Okay, question number 10. It's still 5-0, Ria and Fran. And this is to Jenna and Delten. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Well, I think I'm going crazy, Dennis. I really do. Are you happily married?
What?
I mean, why did you get married? Was it all trumpets and fireworks and...
I got married because Betsy said we had to break up or get married. So we got married.
You know, I have no
Dennis and
idea.
Betsy. No.
Happily married.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I didn't recognize the voices either. I think we're gonna have to pass.
Okay, to Ria and Fran.
Should we play it again just to play it again?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going crazy, Dennis. I really do. Are you happily married?
What?
I mean, why did you get married? Was it all trumpets and fireworks and...
I got married because Betsy said we had to break up or get married. So we got married.
Dad, her voice is
Is
not...
it Julia Roberts?
Is it? It sounds too...
I don't know.
3 seconds.
I don't know what this means, but...
Time is up.
eh.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh,
was Meg Ryan.
that's Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan.
Never seen that
which
movie.
She
Julia
has
Roberts
a little bit of that.
says something about Meg Ryan in Notting Hill, so that's funny.
She does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did she say?
It's like when they're talking
No,
at the
when they're talking
table.
about the table, the guys are all talking at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 5-0 still, Ria and Fran, and this question is to them. Shout out Taylor from Kennewick, Washington. In the movie 17 Again, what was Uncle Ned's bed shaped like?
Is this us?
Mm-hmm.
Spaceship?
Was it like a rocket ship?
I think it's like a rocket ship, right?
It's something like that. I mean, it's all his whole house is like
Yeah.
the nerdiest house of all time.
Should we do rocket
Is it
ship?
shaped like a lightsaber?
15 seconds.
Yeah, let's go rocket ship, I think.
Rocket ship.
Incorrect. Jenna Delten.
I don't know. Maybe a car.
Race car. I've never seen it, so
Race car
I
bed.
don't remember what is that. I'm gonna go a car, like a race car. Final answer.
Incorrect. A Star Wars land speeder. It's like the Star Wars.
I was on the right track.
You were close.
I was on
Yeah.
the right track with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
My brother had a race car bed growing up. It was
Really?
It was pretty. It was pretty
Classic.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was red.
That was the thing.
Yeah, it was like a red Corvette. It was pretty sick.
That is sick.
Okay, still 5-0. Ria and Fran, I'm confident Jenna Delten will get a question.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Thank
go
you,
ahead,
Noah.
Question number 12 to them. Shout out Sarah from Louisville, Kentucky. In SpongeBob SquarePants, who is Squidward's much wealthier, successful, and unibrowed counterpart's first and last name?
I have no idea.
Can you say the question again?
In SpongeBob SquarePants, who is Squidward's much wealthier, successful, and unibrowed counterpart? First and last name.
I
It's plankton, right?
No.
No.
It,
I didn't watch SpongeBob. You did.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I can picture him.
God, no guess. No guess at all.
Pass.
Okay, Ria Fran.
Come on.
Squilliam Fancy Pants. Squilliam Fancy Pants.
Final answer.
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It's Squilliam Fancy's son.
Fancy Son. Squilliam Why did I think Fancy Pants?
I was like, yep. I knew
I
the
think
Squilliam
I've always
part,
called him Squilliam Fancy Pants.
I think Squilliam Fancy Pants is better than
I know.
Squilliam
Squilliam Fancy Son. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we should
Dang.
rename him.
Yep.
Okay, 5-0 still. Ria and Fran. Question number 13 to them. Shout out Kelly from Ambler, Pennsylvania again. In Camp Rock, why does Demi Lovato's character say the iconic line, "Wow, she's really good"?
It's because Allison Stoner's
Piano?
character is doing the keyboard.
The keys. Playing
She's
the
playing
keyboard.
the keys. And she's really got a sick beat going on the keys.
All right, Allison Stoner
Yeah.
playing the keys.
Playing the keys.
Correct.
Bless you.
6.
Specifically the keys.
6-0.
Delaney, bless you.
So cute.
Okay, we got 2 questions left.
Okay.
Question-
One of them we gotta get.
Question number 14 to Jenna Delten. Shout out Maddie from Ripon, California. In Harry Potter, what is the primary ingredient needed in Polyjuice Potion?
Not a Harry Potter.
Is this
An ingredient.
That's our question.
Mice.
Spells.
Primary ingredient. Let's go mice. Final answer.
Incorrect. To Ria and Fran.
A strand of hair from the person that they want to transform into. Final answer.
Correct.
nice?
I mean, if you wanted to become a mouse, I think that would be right.
Yeah.
Correct. That was a good guess.
Yes.
Correct. You would need a mouse hair if you were. That's the problem. Hermione accidentally gets cat hair. She turns into that cat thing. You know? Yeah.
Okay, 7-0. Ria and Fran. Final question to them. Shout out Michaela from Newton, Massachusetts. Once again.
She really dominated this
did.
game.
Ariana Grande and John Legend share a duet for what Disney live-action remake?
Beauty and the Beast. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
All right.
Is that that was the last one?
Yeah.
Shoot.
A little bit of a blowout.
Yeah, just a little bit of a blowout.
I was maybe gonna punt that one, but then I was like, I know,
like, we know it,
I know this one too.
The zero questions right is for their daughter being zero.
Yeah. Oh, right. No, that's perfect.
What a spin, Noah.
We're gonna dedicate our game to Delaney.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Congratulations, guys! Again, thank you so much for playing with us. You still get merch.
Yes.
We'll just ask for your address and sizes. Noah will email you guys and we'll get that sent to you guys. Thank you so
Yes,
much. So nice
definitely.
meeting you guys.
Thank you.
And Dylan, if you have any preferences,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
let
pick your
Noah
own
know.
merch.
It doesn't have to be
Yes.
Chicks in the Office
Yes.
stuff. It can be something
We won't
else.
blame you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.